like it's different when I'm here now. I think when I was younger, I was still kind of a little naive, a little like kind of feeling out what I wanted to do. I think in my head I wanted to get to where I am now. I had the faith in myself and had the faith in my coaches and the development that they put me through. So I think it's cooler to see that come full circle now. Yeah.
Going back to this point, can you believe it's 2 more nights and you'll be going through that senior night for all these years of waiting?
Yeah, it's tough. Woj has been saying, he's been counting down the nights ever since I think five home games ago. He was like, "You got 5 more, 4 more, 3 more." So he's been keeping us on track. I try not to think about it until until it actually happens, but
until we bring it up.
Yeah.
Have you talked to anybody about navigating the emotions of this? Like Draymond or Goran, have they talk to you about what it'll be like?
No, I haven't really talked to him too much about it. I guess I don't really know how it'll affect me. I think I'm a pretty emotionally stable guy, and I don't think it'll really impact my play in the game or impact anything like that. I think if anything, it'll make me play harder to know that we have to go out with a win, we have to go out with a bang on a good note in the Breslin Center. So yeah.
Can you reflect on your journey from your recruitment out of high school and your role here early on and how far you've come? Can you at all appreciate that and take us through some of those moments?
Yeah, I mean, it's the Izzo factor. That's that's what I think about it when I come here. It's bringing in guys that are quote unquote diamonds in the rough and under recruited, kind of under the radar, and trusting what he sees on on the screen and in tournaments. And I didn't necessarily on paper deserve to be here based on I wasn't ranked in anything. I didn't have any super flashy offers other than this. So it's the Izzo factor. It's his experience, his eye test that he has, and I'm grateful to be able to put together an amazing career and kind of stay up my own legacy. And it's going to be really cool in the future to show my future kids, grandkids, kind of what I've did here and stuff like that. So
how rewarding is it to be the contributor you are and playing your best basketball at this time, and also I guess feel good that you validated Izzo's faith in you and that he didn't run you off into the portal and say maybe you can try somewhere else.
Yeah, it's it speaks to the character that he has and to the character that this program has, and how they really love their guys and they really trust the guys that they bring in. The relationships I've built with everybody is gonna last a lifetime, and that's what guys that transfer out, that's what they're missing. They're burning bridges that possibly you're losing relationships with people, and I feel like you stay in the same spot or you stay somewhere for a long period of time, you have those people to rely on and lean on in the future. So
many college athletes don't think that way.
The journey, so I'm excited, and it's coming to an end, but not really. I don't see anything as being the end, man. It's just the beginning, man. It's a process, it's a story, and it just levels to it. So I'm looking forward to see what the next level is, and it's been pretty fun, man. Being a part of an organization like this, we're winning. We got a lot to look forward to in this next couple of weeks, and we're gonna make the best of it and do the best we can.
Do you feel like you've learned from being in part of this program and experience and all this, that everything that comes with this level and everything, your season here?
Coming in, I kind of had a idea of how things work. I've been in the SEC, I've been at different levels, so it's just it's like I said, it's another level, man. It's big time basketball every single night, so that's the best part.
When it hasn't, how have you sort of handled maybe the lows, I guess? I guess it maybe hasn't gone exactly how you wanted. Just how have you tried to stay in it? We've seen you have pop off moments at times and show sort of you're still in it and everything. Just how do you handle that part?
I handle it like I handle it every time, man. This is not my first up and down roller coaster, man. So I've had experience in it, but every time it just builds character. It builds just work ethic. and continue to stay grounded, man. I got guys, so every time, I just stay down, stay, you know, confident in who I am. So we're doing that. That's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to succeed and continue to grow. So.
How have they kept you in and your teammates? How have they sort of supported you along the way this season?
Oh yeah, the guys have been great. Just with everybody being on the same page, that's really what we shoot for. Just being able to come in and do your part, play your part, and do what you can to help the team win. It doesn't matter how many minutes that the opportunity gives you, but you have to go out there and be ready and do what you can to help the team and not let it be any fall off, only going up.
How much did Sunday help your confidence in terms of the defensive side of the ball? Just when you watched it back, what did you see maybe different defensively from early in the year?
I'm not sure I really understand your question.
So it looks like it showed that game against Indiana looked like it showed a lot of defensive development on your side. I mean, you got charged with Nick Wilkerson a couple times. Just wondering how you feel like you've developed defensively.
Just really taking pride in it. Wilkerson, a great player, big time player in the Big Ten, but I'm also a big time player, regardless of what people may think. It's all opinion based, but I take it personally, and I knew he was a huge threat. So going out there, I couldn't let him get started, get kicked off, and it be on me. So. No, I'm not letting that happen. So I was just really taking it personal, man, and let my team know I got their back.
What would it mean to you to have a big?
You can kind of get away by just playing and not locking in on the rules. And I felt like with Izzo's program and learning the defense and really being coached to the max, I feel like that's something I really needed as a player to be developed. And so I knew coming in that all my expectations would be shattered and it's going to be so hard. And even though, like in the first year, it was unlike anything I've ever been a part of, now I'm a senior, I can say that it is the hardest thing I've ever had to do, not only as a basketball player, but as a person. But I'm thankful for every second of it because I don't know if I would have grown and matured into the person I am today without those experiences.
I know you guys as fans appreciate Nick Sanders, and every time he subs in, you hear a roar, but I wonder behind the scenes what he's brought to this group as a senior. Obviously scout team, point guard, but just the person he is and his role.
Yeah, I hope I do enough right now saying how much he puts into this program and for all his support and all his hard work. All his hard work is behind the scenes, like on the scout team and on an everyday basis on helping us get better because there are times we're preparing for a specific team and this team comes in before and after practice at the worst hours, learning their offense and trying to help us beat them, and they help us as a team. And Nick Sanders does a great job leading these guys in, professionalism and making sure, hey, we have to make sure we get this offense down, then we have to be prepared to learn another offense to help us. And a lot of people don't see that, but I hope I, give the message out on how important that is for our team and how much we appreciate it and how much they've made us better as a team, because without them, I don't know if we would have won as many games without their hard work, learning their offense and playing against them in practice every day.
You guys all set?